Did you know over 60% of first-time clients do not return for a second visit? That is so painful, but it doesn't have to be that way. That's where Maya comes in. Maya is the ultimate marketing software for the beauty and wellness industry. We have a proprietary funnel utilizing special algorithms to help connect the right consumers with the right providers at your business. This means that Maya helps you get higher spending clients you love to work with who stay the long haul. If you want to increase your revenue, increase your client count, increase your average ticket, and increase your new client retention, then you need Maya. Go to joinmaya.com to set up your own personal virtual tour and see why over 500,000 consumers have trusted Maya and the businesses we work with to find their perfect beauty and wellness pro. We promise you will love Maya.
Thank you for joining me. This is Kati Whitledge with the Beyond the Technique podcast. Today we're talking about appearance standards. Now, raise your hand if you're listening and your salon has a dress code. Okay, that might be a thing more of the past. I know many salons that still have kind of the all black dress code, but majority of salons have kind of moved into this wear whatever you feel comfortable in because you're a creative artist and we want you to explore that aspect of your creativity. But it may have led, if you've noticed, to just lowering our appearance standards. Now, when I presented at Data Driven in 2024, I shared how our software company, Maya, did this client survey to 75,000 clients to find out why would they maybe not return to the stylist that they saw. And one of the top 3 answers, by the way, this was an open comment box. We did not give them multiple choice as their answers. We wanted to use AI to summarize what people authentically just put. That is very cool. And I want to point that out. So this is truly consumers saying, gosh, if this happens, I won't come back again. And one of the top 3 answers was if their client, stylist seemed to be unclean or unkept. Isn't that interesting? Well, I thought, gosh, is there a way that we can discover how to quantify if an appearance, professional appearance or not, will affect us financially or affect us in any way? Like, can we quantify the issue? And sure enough, we can. And I'm going to share some resources with you today, some data. How cool is this? So this is according to Hammermesh and Biddle on their topic of beauty and the labor market. According to them, they say people who are considered attractive individuals are 20% more likely to be hired and are seen as more competent, even if they have the same qualifications as somebody else. Wow, that is interesting. Now, let me go back to just sharing this. I think we could all agree, and we've heard this many, many times, that first impressions are made within 7 seconds of meeting somebody new. So within 7 seconds, you are being sized up. And in fact, let me just share this stat. Let me just find this stat right here. Okay. People decide whether they trust you within a 1/10 of a second. So you have less than 7 seconds to make a first impression. And within a 1/10 of a second, people are deciding if they can even trust you. And they say, this is according to Willis and Tordovo from Princeton University study, that appearance is one of the biggest influencing factors to deciding in that 1/10 of a second if you can be trusted. Okay, what other stats do we have? Well-groomed employees earn 5 to 20% more on average than less groomed peers. That's according to a study done by University of Texas. Isn't this wild? Okay, here's another stat. According to the Journal of Fashion Marketing and Management, the leaders who are well-dressed are seen as more authoritative, confident, and persuasive, and increase their influence by up to 30% in group settings. If you want to have more influence, your appearance matters. And lastly, if we're in sales, which we are all in sales, this is according to the Yale School of Management, One of their case studies showed that sales professionals with higher personal grooming standards close 20% more deals. This is quantifying how important appearance standards are. So we have the Maya survey revealing this is one of the top 3 reasons I won't come back if you look unclean or unkept. And we're hearing, look, you're more influential, you're going to close more deals, you're even going to get hired, you're going to be trusted quicker. And in that first 7 seconds, I'm deciding if I'm going to really like and trust and buy from you. This is so important. Why are we kind of lowering or allowing our standards at our salon to just be kind of glazed over? Maybe it's time to take a fresh look at this topic. Now, what is an appearance standard versus a dress code? So, a few years ago, I read a book by my friend in the industry. You may know her, Lauren Cairns, and she wrote The Culture Fox. And she owns all Fox and Jane salons throughout the New York area. And actually, they're international. They're in Canada, they're on the West Coast. Like, they're a really cool big brand. And this is where I first learned about an appearance standard versus a dress code. By having an appearance standard policy, you are still upholding, like, hey, as a team, as a culture, as part of this company, we all agree that we're going to show up and bring our best to the table. So yes, you're an artist, but that does not mean that you get to show up in dirty a dirty wrinkled hoodie or have kind of be a little stanky, okay? Um, I always would share, like, if you're gonna wear open-toed shoes, I wanna see a nice pedicure, like, we cannot have half polish ripped off, chipped off. We have to whatever we're showcasing, it's like we're selling beauty. We are in the beauty industry. We're also selling oftentimes health and wellness. So the way we look matters. Now, you may not like that, but that is fact and truth. And if you're going to be really, really honest with yourself, you are also attracted to individuals who look a certain way. Like if they have a vibe. Now, it's cool to have a vibe. If your salon has the vibe of having kind of like the oversized band tees and, tattoos and mullets and like that is a vibe. I think that's cool. Like I'd be down for visiting salons everywhere if I felt though you were still like the really clean intentional version of that vibe and not the, oh my gosh, did you brush your teeth today? Because it is not smelling great around you. Like that is different. So I just thought this would be super interesting. This is one of our shorts. This is one of our releases of those short little podcasts where we get to share a little more value with you each week. And that's today's prompting. It's quantifying that appearance does matter. It affects us as professionals, it affects our ability to influence and build trust and being even seen as competent. That is so important. So the real question is, what is your personal standard for appearance? And what is going to be the appearance standard for your team, business, and culture? I hope today was inspiring for you. If you love this platform, I would appreciate you just taking a moment to leave us a 5-star review wherever you're listening so that more people like yourself will discover Beyond the Technique, where we're here to change the way that you are supported in your business. Until next time, have an awesome day and stay strong.